Somebody please tell me, why in the world is Roblox so obsessed with having like a 18 plus section in their game? What is going on over there, man? What happened with this kids game, kid friendly? They always advertise it like for parents, because obviously, let's be honest, like parents need to know that the thing that their kids are doing on their iPads or on their computers, that it's safe and they're just good to be left alone for hours. And it's pretty common nowadays where people like they want to go enjoy their life too, but while they have kids, they just want to throw them on a computer or on a freaking iPad, just step away and keep doing their chores or whatever they gotta do, errands, while their kid is busy playing games. But little do they know that their kids are playing these freaking weird ass bathroom simulators, hugging simulators, all this crazy stuff that you can think of that's definitely inappropriate for any kid, like anybody the underage. I mean, I understand when you're like 17, 18, you kind of know more about this stuff, but kids that are 10 to like 13 like years old or even under, minors period, should not be exposed to these kind of games, man. Look at this. Roblox has announced a new policy introducing an adults only section for experiences labeled with the restricted maturity tag, limiting access strictly to users aged 18 and over. Okay, man, like that I feel like, in my opinion, that kind of sounds good, that they're finally putting like a 18 plus restricted like a tag on this on like a lot of the game modes, especially like these quote unquote bathroom simulators and stuff, which should not even be in this game, that it's meant for children. I feel like Roblox over here is doing everything but banning those games. Like, why are you not getting rid of those game modes? Like, do you know damn well that there's kids playing in those games? Like, there's no grown 18 plus year old man, and actually there probably are. There's probably people who are in their 20s playing these games with little children who are like, they're like triple their age, man. Like, there's some kids that are probably like 10 years old and then be playing with 30-year-olds. You think a 30-year-old got anything in common with a 10-year-old? Like, hell no. Those people are just straight up predators. They're going into those game modes to play with them. I don't know, man. I feel like this whole thing is such a weird way to combat all these like pedophile accusations and all the CP that's going on and all this CP trading that's happening there. I don't think this is the right thing to do, but here we go. Let's just redo this little article. Under the updated rules, players under 18 will no longer see restricted content in searches or recommendations. Later this year, full access will be blocked for those users entirely. Roblox confirmed that the policy also applies to developers. Creators under 18 will still be able to access restricted projects they previously published, but only users aged 18 or older will be permitted to upload new experiences carrying the label. So they're basically saying that if you're under 18 and the game is rated, every single game is gonna have to be rated now. That's what they're saying. So even the games that are like over like 20 years old, like 10, 15 years old, because I've heard that there's a lot of old games in Roblox that people still go play, and the developers who made those games are not even around. Like sadly, some of them probably like passed away, and some of them don't even play this game anymore. They could care less. So people like that, they're never gonna come up and update their the label. So a lot of people are getting worried that those games are going to get removed, which is understandable. Obviously, if it's an actual genuine like a good game, it's nothing really sexual or like implying anything inappropriate. But then this is kind of like such a like a sneaky, in my opinion, such a sneaky hidden, like, I don't know, like a hint at like that people are still gonna be able to make like these weird 18 plus game modes and like experiences. Like, are you kidding me? So you're saying now you wanna give people permission to not feel guilty or be sneaky about making these inappropriate game modes where people can go to bars and strip clubs and like basically imitate all this stuff, and like I said, the bathroom, shower simulators, hugging, all this crap that they've been kind of sneaking up and like hiding in it in like little game modes where little kids go in and play. Like, now it's gonna be actually allowed, but obviously you have to have an ID to verify your age, that you have to be over 18, and then you'll be able to play these games. But still, man, I just do not understand, like, why do they need to have these in the kids game? Like, why you want to have 18 plus label on your games? Like, I don't get that, man. So obviously you guys know all this started, like, really blew up with what they did to Schlep after they banned him, which is kind of crazy for being like a predator hunter. He basically just exposed all these people and was getting rid of them. And Roblox didn't like that. Roblox didn't like how it was making their game look. And obviously when parents start hearing this stuff, they don't want to have their kids play that game anymore. They don't want to give their kids their credit cards to buy these freaking Roblox currency, spend money on that game. So obviously Roblox took a big hit, and their stocks have suffered a little bit. As you can see, they took a little hit, but they've recovered a little bit. This is pretty normal, unfortunately. At the end of the day, they're still a multi-billion-dollar business, and Roblox is going to be popping. It's always gonna have traffic, but it's just really sad how they've handled all this situation. Yeah, like them losing a lot of money in this short period of time doesn't really do justice, because right here, August 21st, they start booming back up and the money keeps flowing in. People start buying in. All it was is just a dip for a lot of big investors to just buy in, because they could care less. They could care less what goes on the platform. It's all about money at the end of the day. And I would not be surprised if this chart just keeps going up and they'll hit like a new all-time high, the same way they've hit a new all-time high with player-wise. Last month they hit like 43 or 42 million players, which is insane. So no matter what, Roblox is always gonna be pulling in a lot of freaking players, man. But yeah, they're saying that you're gonna have to have an ID to verify you're 18 and be able to get inside the game, and so you can play these quote-unquote restricted game modes. And anybody that's under 18 is not going to be able to see these restricted game modes. But I guarantee you that people are going to find a way to go around this, like somehow get a fake ID or use their parents' IDs and to verify their age and lie and be able to get into restricted content. And that's why I'm saying it's like an issue, like a really big issue for this game, because now I feel like it's gonna get like freaking loose, man. People are gonna go crazy. It's like people are gonna start making all these weird games, restricted games, and they're just gonna put 18 plus restricted labels on them. But 100% somehow, somewhere, all these kids are gonna figure out how to go around this stuff, and people are just gonna still sneak into it. So that's why I think it's not a good idea. I think it's just better just to like let that kind of stuff be out of the game altogether. I saw this thing in Reddit. It was kind of funny. This guy was like, this is gonna be their new system. It's gonna ask you a question: are you 18? Say yes or no, and every kid is gonna be like, of course I'm 18. If I'm gonna sit here and act like I've never lied about my age online, like whenever I was trying to look up a trailer or like on YouTube or something like that, dude, everybody's done it, man. As a kid, you're curious, you're nosy. I ain't telling you about that I'm freaking 14 years old, dude. If there's a yes or no question, if I'm 18, of course I'm gonna press yes, because you're curious, man, and kids are like that, and I can't blame them. But when you have this whole platform built on like catering towards kids, and you shovel this freaking inappropriate content in there, they're gonna want to see it, man. It's gonna be right around the corner at all times, and they're gonna want to figure out ways to get in there. They're gonna get fake accounts. They're gonna sign into their friends' accounts, or somehow, some way, fake their IDs. People will figure it out, man. It's 2025. People are smart. You can do a lot of stuff online now. By the way, we got our boy Chris Hansen on the case. He actually did an interview with Schlep, which is kind of crazy. This is on the 28th, so like a couple days ago, and I'm really curious to what's gonna happen. And I didn't even know this, but apparently it said right here, he also mentioned that he's working on a documentary investigating Roblox handling and abuse of reports. Because obviously Schlep exposed it, and they were talking about how big the whole system is, how messed up the system is with reports, and it doesn't really work. So I'm really curious to where it's gonna go. But yeah, this whole situation with Schlep and like actually getting so much recognition that even Chris Hansen wants to come up and help him out and do this huge interview and for his documentary is, man, this is gonna put some even more eyes, because every single parent knows who Chris Hansen is. Chris Hansen used to be so popular back in the day with this Predator Hunter show. I forget what it was called. Oh, To Catch a Predator. It was freaking crazy, man. So every parent that's gonna see this Chris Hansen / freaking Roblox documentary, finally it's gonna open up some people's eyes and maybe watch and see what their kids actually play, or maybe not have their kids just tucked away in their bedroom secretly playing these games and not knowing what the hell they're actually doing. And another thing still, it's like this whole thing with David Bazooki, like, who's trying to turn Roblox at a dating feature. Like, why is this his obsession? Why is he so obsessed with making this like such a like a mature game? Like, his game is so popular because it's been catered towards kids, and kids enjoy doing stuff on there and just building little game modes and hanging out with their friends. Now they're like trying to turn into this all this like weird like dating stuff, 18 plus, but it's like, I don't get his obsession, and it's not gonna be anything good in my opinion. Like, look, he said that someday dating will become available on the platform for users who are 21 and older and ID verified. According to Bazooki, this will allow users to go on dates with others users they've met in the metaverse, which could result in real life relationships. Like, dude, no, dude, let people just play this as a game. People get Roblox to have fun, not to freaking fall in love and get married. I know there's cases where people like start talking on a game and they meet each other in real life, but still, man, I'm gonna keep repeating this. This is a kid's game, and I do not understand why he's trying to turn it into this whole like an ecosystem where it's like you can do 18 plus stuff, you can do 21 and over stuff, and dating, and dude, it just keeps getting weird. Like, I don't understand what's with David Bazooki's freaking obsession turning this game into like an adult game now. Like, your game gotten so popular because it's catered to kids. But yeah, man, I honestly think this whole situation is really weird, and I don't think this is the right way for them to react to this whole Schlep situation, how he called them out and he made all these videos exposing them and how they don't take care of all the reports that they've received, and all these predators just being roaming on the platform and not getting banned with weird usernames, weird avatars, like very inappropriate stuff. So let me know what you guys think. I honestly think this situation is really messed up. I don't think kids should be around this stuff. I don't care if they put a restricted label, because you already have millions and millions of children are familiar with this game, that play this game all the time. I don't think this is gonna end well. I really can't wait to see the documentary drop. I don't know when that's happening, but definitely be looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.